In this video, you're going to learn how much money can you make every single year by trading stock options. My name is David Jaffe from beststockstrategy.com. I graduated from an Ivy League university. I worked as an investment banker on Wall Street for around 5 years and have completed over $5 billion of transactions. So how much money can you make by trading stock options? There are good and bad news to answer this question. The first is that if you're making let's just be honest, you should make around 30 to 70% every single year. That's how much you should target. And yes, everyone wants to make as much money as possible, but the reality is that if you make more than that, you are assuming too much risk. So anywhere from around 30 to 70% every single year is sustainable. I tell all of my students to not assume too much risk. In fact, I remember a phone call that I had with a student around 6 months ago who had an account of around $5,000, and he was telling me how he doubled his money. And he thought that that was incredible news. And I told him, dude, you're taking way too much risk, because if you're able to double your account size with turn $5,000 into $10,000 in 3 months, then you are taking way too much risk. And what happened? Facebook fell in July 2017 from around $218 to around $170. He lost all of his gains and also lost $2,000. So I'm not trying, if he's watching this video, I'm not trying to rub salt in the wound, but what I'm telling you is that if you take too much risk and you try to hit home runs and you try to make 10% every single month and you try to earn 200% a year, you are going to lose your money. I mean, I've made thousands of trades, probably 20,000 trades over the past 10 years, and I can tell you that you should target to make 30 to 70% every single year, and that is something that's sustainable. 30 to 70% a year works out to around 3 to 5% every single month. 30% is probably less than that, so around 2 to 5% every single month. So you should make around 30 to 70%. The way that you're going to do that is by selling option premium. You are going to sell preferably naked put options. So you want to, in order to get good at something, you have to be extremely disciplined and you have to avoid distractions. The best way for you to make money is by selling naked put options on large cap market leading stocks like Facebook, Amazon, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Activision, ATVI, Electronic Arts, Goldman Sachs, PayPal, etc. Only trade and have positions on around 5 securities. If you have an account that's below $10,000, you should keep it extremely simple and only trade 1 or 2 securities, like a Facebook and Goldman Sachs, or a Facebook and PayPal, or a Boeing and PayPal, something like that. Just keep it simple. You don't even have to do any research or read anything on those companies, because you're not competing on knowledge, right? There's nothing that you're going to read on a $500 billion company like Facebook that's going to give you any type of informational advantage or any type of informational edge. You know that Facebook isn't going to go bankrupt. All you have to do is spend a few minutes. You don't have to spend any time on that bullshit technical analysis. But the biggest thing that I can tell you that's going to determine whether you're successful versus whether you lose money is you have to be disciplined, you have to replicate the process, and you have to understand the risk parameters and the probabilities that if you try to hit home runs and you try to make 200 or 300% every single year, then the probability that you're going to have bad trades and lose all of your previous gains is very high. But really, trading options and selling option premium is the only way that you can achieve alpha and significantly make high returns in the stock market. So when you hear fake gurus tell you about how they trade forex and day trade and penny stocks and use technical analysis and trade futures and how they make 500% a year, you're going to lose all your money. That's complete bullshit. So if you don't believe me, then you should sign up for their classes and you should trade using their system, but the only way that you can make significant gains and consistent profits in the stock market is by selling option premium. Don't listen to these scam artists that tells you that he buys options and he makes money. They don't. You're going to lose your money on 70 to 80% of your trades. And yes, he'll have an occasional good month where his call options that he bought is going to return a lot of money. But in general, you're going to lose all your money if you buy options. The only thing you should do is sell put options And if you're not happy with making 30 or 70% a year, 30 to 70% a year, then too bad. That's tough, because if you try to make more than that, you're going to lose your money. If you try to trade penny stocks or day trade or use technical analysis, not only are you not going to turn $5,000 into $5 million, but you're going to lose all your money. So you don't have any options. And making 30 to 70% or 50% every single year, and if you grind that out consistently on an annual basis, you can easily turn over a 10 or 20 year period $50,000 into a few million bucks. This is David Jaffe from beststockstrategy.com. So if you want to go to beststockstrategy.com and sign up for the trial, it's only $19 for 7 days, and I send all of my trades to my students